Hi, this is Abdullah Samir. A fundamental question that we always want to know: why is there something rather than nothing? Why do we exist? Where did we come from? Where did the universe come from? Well, one thing is we know for sure the universe didn't always exist. There was a big bang, and boom, it came out of nothing. So the question is, was God behind this big bang? And if not, then, well, how did it happen? How did we get here? So science is actually pushing the boundaries on this question more and more every day. We know from quantum physics that particles, quantum means at a very, 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 very small scale. At a very small scale, matter pops in and out of existence. It's very strange. So we know that there's something we can call a quantum foam. We can think of it as a probability field. And in this probability field, particles pop in and out of existence. So is it possible that due to some natural selection of these particles popping in and out of existence, that a universe was formed? Natural selection may have actually led to the formation of a universe. A quantum pop that didn't disappear, but for some reason stayed. And when we say the universe came out of nothing, what we're saying is it came out of the quantum foam. So outside of the universe, there's something we can call a quantum foam. We can also call it nothing. Depends on your definition of nothing. From this quantum foam, we know that, like I said, particles pop in and out of existence. Maybe universes pop in and out of existence from it. It doesn't need to be that there was a God. This quantum reality, this whatever it is, it just may be there. It may have been there. It just may be a brute fact of existence. When someone says, well, who did the Big Bang? Who created the universe? And people say God. What you're doing is you're passing the explanation down the line. Instead of explaining where the universe came from, you're just passing it on to God and saying, God did it. Where did God come from? Always existed. God always existed. So if you think the universe needs an explanation as to where it came from, why doesn't God need an explanation for where he came from? For always existing, rather. God always existed. If you can say that and you're fine with that explanation, what's wrong with saying that the universe always existed? And by universe here, I actually mean, what you can call the meta-universe, whether it's a multiverse, whether it's a quantum foam, whatever it is. What we see today, it perfectly matches a closed system where life came about as a product of the universe. And there may be other universes without life, or there may be other universes with different forms of life. Right? It doesn't mean that there's necessarily a God. In fact, what we see seems to perfectly match the fact that there is no God. Human beings are not perfectly moral. We have mixed characteristics. We act like chimps sometimes. We're our closest ancestors. But at the same time, sometimes we act better than chimps, right? We have the ability to outgrow our chimp-like behavior. Just like we're kind of hard-coded to like sugar and salt, right? This had survival benefits for us in the past. So we still retain, there's a chimp brain in our brain. And, when you get into a dangerous situation, your chimp brain activates itself and it goes into fight or flight. So we don't want to behave like a chimp brain is telling us. We want to, or sometimes call it a reptilian brain. We want to behave better than that. We want to overcome these things, right? We have many cognitive flaws. For example, when shown a bunch of people that need help, human beings were more likely to care if it's like a smaller number of people. So if you show one poor little girl that's starving, we're more likely to donate. If you show two, we're less likely. If you show a whole group of starving kids and people, even less likely. So this is a cognitive flaw that came from our evolution for whatever reason that we can overcome. And human beings, this is what we do. We overcome our ancestral history, let's call it, and we want to better ourselves. But is there a God? Is there a need for a God to explain our universe and everything that exists? I personally don't think so. Thanks. Leave your comments, let me know if you disagree and why. Thank you, bye.